Welcome, seekers of the strange, to a tale woven from shadows and whispers, a story etched into the very soil of Atchison, Kansas. We journey now to a place where the veil between worlds thins. Nestled within the seemingly ordinary Jackson Park lies a hollow, a depression in the land that holds a dark secret. They call it Molly's Hollow, and its name is spoken with a mix of fear and fascination. For here, they say, the spirit of a young woman still lingers, trapped between our world and the next. The legend of Molly is shrouded in mystery, a tapestry of different tales, each more chilling than the last. And the very origins of these tales are as unsettling as the stories themselves. One version, perhaps the most widely known, speaks of a prom night turned nightmare. Molly, a young woman full of promise, supposedly attended her prom. Following a heated argument with her date, she was left alone in the secluded darkness of Jackson Park. The next morning, the unthinkable happened. She was found here, in this hollow, hanging lifeless from a tree. Was it suicide, or something far more sinister? Some whispers even point a finger at her date, though no answers were ever truly found. Now, on quiet nights, they say you can still hear her screams echoing through these very trees, the echoes of her final terror. But this is not the only thread in the dark tapestry of Molly's Hollow. Another story, far more somber and rooted in a painful chapter of history, speaks of a different Molly, a black woman, living in a time when the shadows of prejudice loomed large over this land. They say she dared to love across the color line, a relationship that the deeply segregated community of the time could not tolerate. The consequences were brutal. In this very hollow, they say she was lynched by a hateful mob, her life extinguished in an act of unimaginable violence. In this version, the sounds attributed to Molly are not screams of fear, but heart-wrenching wails and cries of anguish, a testament to the injustice she suffered. This dark origin serves as a stark reminder of the historical wounds that can linger in a place long after the events themselves. Whatever the true genesis of the haunting may be, whether it stems from a tragic prom night or the horrific act of racial violence, the stories agree on one chilling point. Molly's Hollow is a place saturated with sadness and a palpable sense of dread. This area of Jackson Park, once perhaps a quiet lover's lane, is now forever marked by tragedy. Those who dare to venture here after nightfall speak of a heavy, suffocating feeling, a coldness that seeps into the very soul. They claim to glimpse a shadowy figure, a woman suspended in the darkness, her form indistinct and unsettling. And they hear her cries, sometimes sharp and terrified, sometimes low and mournful, carried on the wind like a ghostly lament. But what truth lies beneath these layers of legend? Are these hauntings genuine echoes of past suffering? Or are they born from the historical context of Atchison, a town with its own shadows and complexities? Could the stories be a manifestation of collective guilt, fear, or simply the power of suggestion taking root in a place already imbued with a sense of tragedy? Skeptics may dismiss these tales as mere folklore, spooky stories passed down through generations to thrill and perhaps to warn. But for those who claim to have felt the chilling presence, who swear they have heard the spectral cries in the stillness of the night, the legend of Molly's Hollow is far more than just a story. It is a palpable presence, a lingering sorrow etched into the very fabric of this place. So, the next time you find yourself in Atchison, Kansas, and you hear whispers of Molly's Hollow, Remember the tragic possibilities. Remember the potential origins steeped in heartbreak and injustice. Remember the chilling legend that refuses to fade. For in this place where the shadows dance and the wind whispers secrets through the trees, the spirit of Molly, in whatever form her story takes, still seems to roam, forever bound to her tragic fate. And perhaps, if you listen very closely, you might just hear the echoes of her pain. If you want to hear more spooky and mysterious tales, click the subscribe button and give us a like. If you've heard an urban legend tale and want us to explore its hidden depths, leave us a comment below.